Yeah, I think we are live now. Hi, Yassine, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Shadi?
I'm fine. So today is gonna be a very exciting topic. We're gonna talk about AI, project management, many things would like to share. So I'm so excited personally because I would like to, know more about AI. This is something that I'm always looking for, and I'm reading a lot about, and I'm attending many conferences talking about AI implementation in many things. And one of the things is bring my attention is about implication of AI in project management, which is I think it's going compared to another sector going a little bit slow, but eventually, yeah, there is a huge impact in project management in general using AI. So we will start talking about this topic, exploring all of that together with our distinguished audience. We'll start slowly. We'll give more time people to join us here, and we'll talk more about AI, more about project management, and we'll receive many questions from audience related to the topic. So please, anyone who would like to drop any question, please, you have all the freedom to do so. So please go ahead and drop any question. Feel free to answer any question. And also, if you'd like to introduce yourself in chat box, do it. If you'd like only to say hey, I'm um, from anywhere, just do it. Would like to see people from where they are attending our webinar today. And I would like also to mention something very important. This webinar is going to be recorded for your attention. So we'll record this for quality purpose and also for us as a reference, and also for anyone who would like to have it after the webinar so we can directly send it to him or to her. So yeah, so I will start introducing myself. My name is Shadi Ashi. I'm co-founder and CEO of Averest. And today is going to be talking with Yassine about project management and how it's affected by AI. Thank you so much again for all of the attendees having a chance to join us today. And I will give the floor to, please, Yassine, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Shadi, for the great introduction. You are not alone, excited about the AI and willing to explore its potential fully. All of us, including myself, are also amazed by this revolution, I could say. And we will, through this webinar, trying to shed some lights on some applications. We have seen a lot of tools, we have seen or heard of a lot of capabilities of AI, and trying throughout this hour to shed some lights on these applications, things that you can practice yourself. So hopefully you have your laptops as well here by joining us, and you can yourself also try the same prompts that I'm going to try. But first of all, I'm going to introduce a little bit myself as well. For those who don't already know me, I am Yassine Tounsi. I had 12 years of experience in project management in different industries. And coming from the telecom to the IT, then to the finance, and lately to the construction. So I have a lot of competencies, and I'm glad I have discovered so many fields to the point that I know the pain points of each sector. And I know that so many sectors are more open to technologies than others. And I have seen how they can leverage technologies as well. That's something interesting. And I tried myself to bring the knowledge I had acquired throughout these years from the books that I have written. As you can see here from this presentation, I wrote several books. Many of them are practice questions books. Especially, I would like people not just to have theory. I would like just people to practice. You can find theory everywhere in the internet, but practice is something that you can only have the chance to do it if there is someone else that did the job and know how to show you how to practice it well. Um, so you can check my profile or my website here, and you can check all the publications I had done so far, mostly about PMP, but you can either find other certificates like the pmi-cp for construction professional, and others for ACP and Scrum, which is for the IT, mostly for the IT guys. Let's go through the essence of the presentation. And I'd like first to know how you perceive the impact of the AI. I have a question. What percentage of the current project management and project management office, PMO, practices will be disrupted by AI? According to your opinion, is it 20, 40, 60, 80, or 100% by the 2030 year? I will leave you with few seconds to think about it.
I hope Yassine is not 100%. So it's gonna be like fully fully automated. I'm always like like imagining like project management is like self-driving. Like everything is gonna be like just like fully automated by AI. So, but
Yeah,
no, we didn't still like reach this point. So I'm not gonna be worried so much.
yeah. Who knows? Maybe in the future we reach that point. Imagine today the industry is fully automated. If you go to any manufacturing, you will see a lot of machines. So there is no manual work is done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by then it's a tool, like we are looking for it as like empowerment and to help us to achieve our work and be more productive and efficient. So, like we always like have a talk this about like people they are like afraid of being replaced by AI, and they are like talking what's going on in the future. There is something is coming. Yeah, there is something is coming and very fast, and we have to be fast as well. So we need to adapt. We need to be more agile in terms of like adapting to the new technology. But
Mhm.
I mean like in all if you look to the history, like people and the human, they are always like find a way to adapt for a new thing. So I believe that humanity will adapt also for the new emerging technology, let's say, and AI. So
Absolutely, I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
So we have many people like they are like commenting, and yeah, I
Mhm.
think there is many people. They are like between 60, 40, 80. But yeah, but I can say the majority they are like talking about between 40 to 60%.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, what's your answer, Yassine here? What is the answer actually?
Yeah, I think since it's not 100%, maybe most probably it's 80%. So the right answer is 80%.
Yeah, but we are so close to 100 then, so we have to be worried.
Yeah, yeah. It's so close, and I think it makes sense. If you observe the workplace today, I don't imagine anyone who is not using AI tools. How they are doing their day to day work. So I think 80% makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's deep dive into the content of the webinar, and we observe that if someone among you is not using the ChatGPT tool, maybe they are not aware of their full potential. So through this webinar, we are trying to give more idea about what we can do with the AI tools. More specifically, we are talking about generative AIs, and we are going to see some examples. We are going to use three tools, which is part of this webinar. I started from the point where the project manager is having some pains. And like we said, Shadi, from the beginning, that we are using generative AI tools to as a tool to resolve a problem. And that's the start point. And I think to organize this webinar this way. So I was thinking what I can do with AI tools to resolve a problem that I already have, and come up with four different types of pain points. The first pain point is writing emails. A lot of work is going on with the writing of emails. You know that the project manager role is mainly about communication, and a huge part of communication is through email and chatting as well. But formal discussion is usually by email. So I will tackle this part in the first. Then I'm going to show how we could write documents as well with AI. Part of our job is writing status reports, writing project charter, writing RFPs, or even not writing them fully, but we are supporting our team as well. And the AI tools could help with that, could help with drafting some documents and bringing a document to life very quickly. Then we are going to talk about risk analysis, how we can do risk analysis with AI tools. It could help or define some risks that we are not aware of, like giving that the AI tool could give us a list of risks, and you can get that intuition. I didn't think about that. How is my project going to be impacted by this risk? So we are going to try to use AI in order to list all the um, risks that could affect our project. And finally, we will see how we can leverage AI tools for recruitment. I have recruited so many engineers before, including project managers. I got hundreds of CVs, and it's a real challenge. Believe me, if you go through all these CVs and try to find the best candidate in order to do the interview, it's a real challenge. Okay, let's first. Before I go through these pain points, I'd like to bring your attention to some notes. I can do the presentation mode. Maybe this is better, but I still have this one here. Anyway, so in this webinar, I'm going to use free tool. Why is this? Because I'd like that you experiment with me. And the only thing that pushed you to buy paid tools is that you tried free tools and you find that your need is not satisfied. So you go with the paid tools. And this webinar, I would like to be familiar with the most known AI tools. Nowadays, there are so many AI tools, generative AI tools, but I'm going to focus on three only: OpenAI, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot. So these are the three that I'm going to use through this webinar, and I'm going to use their free version. Their Google Plus for their Gemini Advanced, their Copilot Advanced or Pro, and I'm not going to use them, even though they are giving much more advanced features and results. The second thing that you need to keep in mind that even though I'm going to do the prompt, if you do the prompt at the same time with me, maybe you get different results. Even myself, if I do the prompt now and later on after a few minutes or just after I do the same prompt, I could get a different result. And that's something to keep in mind. Even the tool could give you different drafts according to your request, and changing one word also could give different results. We will see that in the webinar. Usually, if you have some doubts, you typed a prompt, you don't get what you want, you can use the same prompt in another tool. and it will give you completely different result. So sometimes it is not your fault by using the right prompt. You are using a good prompt, but that prompt is not good for ChatGPT. It is better used to Gemini, for example, or it is not good for Copilot. You can use it to ChatGPT instead. So there is no good or bad prompts. You are always fine tuning your prompts according to the tool that you are using. Okay. All right, so let's start with the obvious examples. I think many of you already using emails, and I'm going to try with a situation here. I'm going to write a formal email to Mark to inform him that you have contacted for conferences rooms for the next event on July 17th. And the most suitable one is the one in Panorama Hotel that has 500 as capacity and costs 5,000 US dollars per day. This is the situation. So, if you are going to write such an email, think first. If you are going to write it yourself without the generative AI tools, does it take to you 2 minutes, for example, or 1 minute? If you already know yourself that you are very skillful and you can do that in a very quick manner without any problem, don't use generative AI tools. They are going to waste your time. If you think that you need 15 minutes to write a formal email and you spend a lot of time doing that, maybe you don't come up with a good result, maybe use generative AI tools. So I'm not saying that generative AI tools is something that will resolve all your problems. If you don't have a problem writing emails, don't use generative AI tools. Write it yourself and do it quickly. So efficiency is your companion here. If you are efficient doing your work, do it like you do it. If you are not efficient, then think about AI. The other criteria you need to take into consideration is the quality. If you are thinking that you are not going to write a quality email or very good email, then use generative AI tools. Now it is not a matter of time, it's matter of quality. And when I say quality here, it should not be long, fluff emails. I had once the experience of someone sending me very long emails for a very short piece of information. Like, for example, the report is not ready. And they send me 3 paragraphs to say that the report is not ready. Man, you are wasting my time. you know so good email doesn't mean that the email should be long and fluffy, there is a lot of words, etc. Good email means that it fulfills its purpose. If you are asking for feedback or seeking for approval, the request should be direct, and the attention to the readers should be there. From the first few sentences, you attract them to complete reading the email. So this is what it means, a quality email. Let's do some practice here. If we bring the situation and we consider this as our prompt, and we do the prompt in ChatGPT, you are going to get an email like this one. Okay, what do you observe? You see here that I am writing to inform you about the progress in organizing our upcoming event, etc. Usually, when you are already discussing with someone by email, you already know the topic. There is already like a context for the exchange. So if you are replying to that email, you don't need to give like a whole introduction about the topic. We already know the topic, you know, and you can see here, after careful consideration and evaluation, I am pleased to report that the conference room at has been identified as the most. You see that it's kind of a fluffy content, and to understand what I mean, we can, if you consider that it's too fluffy, you can check this in another tool. Let's try Copilot, for example. This is copilot.microsoft.com. If you already use it, you can go through this one. If you didn't use it before, then you can try it. The ChatGPT link is chatgpt.com. You can create an account. You should create an account to for all the three tools. You need an account. Okay, so let's do the same here and write um, usually from my observation, Copilot takes more time interpreting prompts. We will check the result if it's the output is better. So we have right cause for spending more time.
You know, I haven't used Copilot before, so I'm wondering about the result. If there is
Yeah,
any like huge differences between both, you know, ChatGPT and Copilot.
yeah. I think in terms of result, I can see that they're not very far from. They seem shorter in terms um, of length. Um, I'm writing to update you on the progress of our venue search, etc. I have contacted for different venues. After careful consideration, it appears that the conference room is more suitable for our need. Um, I believe that, okay, discussing it further, please let me know once we finalize our decision. I think it's close. It's a bit better, less fluff. Let's try Gemini and see how why it is not here. Let's see the difference. Okay, maybe this is better. I am writing to update you on my progress. This is better expression. I have contacted a total of 4 conferences room in various locations. It's better. Here's breakdown of my capacity cost. The structure, the format is also better. I'm still waiting for the confirmation. So even the closure is better, but still, would you like me to proceed with the securing or any other factors that you'd like me to consider before moving forward? You see, this closure is very good. I like emails that end with questions. It gives you the direction what to do next. So if we compare this with this one, Thank you, etc. There is no question at the end. And here as well, please let me know. This is better. Copilot. If I rank the results, Gemini, then Copilot, then ChatGPT. But for Gemini as well, what I liked with Gemini is this one. There is modify response, and you check these different options. So automatically, I can check this shorter, and I can get a shorter email, and you can see the difference. And also I can here look more professional or simpler or more casual. Using this is sometimes something which is more user friendly. If you are going to send to your colleague at work, maybe more casual. And you see the difference. Hey, Mark. And I just wanted to give you a quick update. You
Yeah.
see the difference
Yeah, direct to
between,
the point. Yeah.
yeah, direct to the point. I like it. Um, it's like an American style, this casual one. Yeah, I like it. So you see the difference. I usually that's the conclusion I have. Usually for writing emails myself, I use Gemini. It's more effective, and you can also go here and click on copy and go to the Gmail and paste the email right there. Also, there is here share. You can click on share and click on draft in Gmail, and immediately you will get a draft in Gmail. And if I open my Gmail, you can see here that the draft is there immediately. And even you only need to, yeah, they need to fix it a little bit, because you can see that here the subject is not in the subject area. So you need to copy paste here, put it here. So there is a lot of, so there is a little manual manipulation. I think in the future Google uh, can fix that, so you can immediately find the subject in its correct place. But it helps, and somehow. Okay, for ChatGPT, it is possible to say shorter, for example, and get a um, shorter email. Whatever option you go with, I think it is best. Sometimes what I do, I take some paragraph from one tool and the other paragraph from the other tool. If it's an important email, I would like to craft a very good email, so that's possible as well. All right, so that's about the email section. I think a lot of you are familiar with this writing emails. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm going to move on to the um, next part, which is writing documents. Okay, for writing documents, uh, I'm going to create a project charter. For those who don't know what is a project charter, it's a very small document which includes the main information or the high-level information of project. The project milestones, the project objective, the key stakeholders, the budget, the schedule. I mean, the final budget, the expected schedule, the project manager name, the signature of the sponsor of the project, and the main purpose of the project charter, and to bring project to life and give the project manager the authority to act as a project manager and use the resources, whether they are people or materials. So for project charters, you can just ask a ChatGPT tool and right away ask them to write a project charter. For example, if um, copying from here to Gemini, okay, maybe we can use um, the Copilot first. All right. There, it's imported as an image, so I have to write it. Project charter for a 3-story residential building. Okay.
I would like to share a meaning of ChatGPT because I learned this actually recently about what the meaning of GPT actually. So we're always using this terminology like ChatGPT, but what does mean actually? So chat is chat, of course, because we are like interacting through a platform like chatbot, and GPT is like generative, and P was pre-trained, which is this language model pre-trained like maybe months, years, and invested a lot of time and effort in terms of like train this language model. And T is transformative, so it is like this kind of transformative like language model goes from single language model to like multiple language model. So this is the meaning of ChatGPT.
Mhm. Okay. Um, for project charter, here is example given by Gemini. The project title, 3-story building construction, project description, project sponsor, project manager, stakeholders, and you can see this is an example of how this is how it looks. But for instance, if you already have a template of project charter, for example, I can show you here a template of a project charter. Imagine that this is the template given by your organization and you'd like to stick to the template given by your organization. So in this case, um, you can ask ChatGPT to use a template. And you might ask, is the GPT or generative AI tools capable of reading files within our document? And pro versions, yes. Free versions, the Gemini is capable of doing this. I will show you how. If you go to the settings here and extensions, you will find here in the extensions the Google Workplace or Workspace. Sorry. And if you toggle this one, then you can let the Gemini read your Google Drive files and Google files. Let's do an example here. Um, I have toggled this one. If you are following me using your laptop, you can try this as well. And then I will go back with um, and say um, do at, and you see the list here. If you toggle that option, you'll see the list, Google Drive, and you can say, we try to import this document, which is project charter. For your information, I have already put this document on Google Drive. So I'm going to say, summarize the file project charter. And Google Drive or Gemini would say sometimes it doesn't work from the first. What you need to do, if it doesn't work, you try to give them another chat room. Let me create another prompt here. Google Drive. Project charter. And you see here, workspace, Google Workspace is loading, and they said that they find a lot of project charters in my drive, and they looked into these 3 project charters. So maybe I need to give them a dash between in the name. Here there is a dash. So they are right. Okay, so I will do the same here and do summarize the file project charter. Okay, then they come up with a summary for this. They said that the project charter is a template. This document is a template, which is right. It's a template. It is not for a specific project. Now I would like to use this template for my 3-story building. And if I ask Gemini about this, for instance, I could say, you should not forget at Google Drive, so they can know to point to the project charter. Create the project charter for the 3-story building based on the template file project charter. Let's see. Okay, they said that they cannot do it. And actually, I know that they can do it. I tried it many times before, but that just I wanted to show you a demonstration that there are some limitations. But I can do a turnaround. What you can do actually is that if you come here and copy paste, Control A, Control C, I copied all the content here, and I will go to Gemini again and tell them to create the project charter based on the following template. And then I put copy paste here and enter.
It should
Okay, let's now compare the two. You see that the project authorization first, project scope, project objectives. Let's see. Formally authorize the project, project scope, identify the project manager and their authority. So it 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 follows the template as it is. Five then project schedule. So I think in such a case, copying and pasting is a solution. But this for us worked because the template is small. But if the template is dozens of pages, maybe that's a problem. I didn't try, but we can try for the recruitment. I have another document. We can see that later on. So as you can see, with creating documents, you can have a decent result with Gemini. Let's check the Copilot. Um, there is something. Let's try the notebook for the Copilot. Okay. Um, create um, project charter.
Yassine, also, I would like to share these language model like ChatGPT or Gemini. They are created as a general purpose for a general purpose. So there
Mhm.
is some of like let's say specialized, sophisticated language model fine-tuned to be more sophisticated to more specific need, which is if we are talking about, for example, for healthcare or for aviation or maybe for project management. Like I'm sure there is plenty of tools that fine-tuned to be more specialized and will give you more accurate result related to your need. So I believe this kind of application and like language model is created to be more generative in terms of any kind of research. It's gonna like help you, but if you are looking for something more like advanced and sophisticated, I think there is will I think it will be like many different like application would be help more.
Yes, I once have seen, to confirm what you are saying, I have once seen the AI tool, which is only specific for construction managers who'd like to review contracts.
Exactly.
It's, you see the niche, how it is focused, they are training a model so you can the model understands very well the technical word when it comes to construction projects, and they can find the gap in any construction project, and it's trained on so many contracts, and you can get way better results than general tools like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so here is another result for Gemini using the notebook part. The notebook is dedicated to creating articles, documents, and stuff like that. And you can see that it gives some result, but there is a lot of, let's say, text. Maybe it could help to combine it with the content that you already created. But you get an essence of what I'd like to say when it comes to creating a document. You need to try more than one tool, try to fine tune the prompts a little bit in order to get a good result. Now, when it comes to the templates, I would recommend this website. This website is great. All the templates are free, and you can download the templates from the initiation to the planning to the execution to the closure. You will see plenty of templates here. So if you are thinking about any document, just get the template for free from here. For example, the project charter, I get it from the project initiation tab here, and you can see here um, somewhere project charter. You see, go to the template, just here the ads, and download the template, and you get it right away. You can see here it is downloaded. It's the same template that I have shown you just a moment.
Yassine, we have a question here. I would like to raise it. Noor asking, how about using PMI Infinity when it comes to project management? So, do you
Yeah,
have any comment on this?
um, I have heard about it. I didn't use myself. I have read some comments about people who used it and they find it useful. So yeah, I think it's one of the tools that could help. You can try it out and share with us your feedback.
Yeah, definitely. Please, Noor, try it and let us know about your feedback.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's move on with the other section about the risk analysis. Okay, so now we are going to be assigned to building a 20-story building in Ohio, and you are asked to perform a detailed risk analysis. So let's do this and um, check what we are going to get as a result. I'm going to open. Okay. So here what we are going to get. Um, these are some risk analysis design. They are classified by category, as we can see. The first category is about design and engineering. The second is about construction risks. The third risk is about permitting and regulatory risks. As you can see, there is a number of risks. That's fine. That's good in terms of result. But reading them this way is not that practical. Do you agree? So um, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to say table format, and let's see what we are going to get. Better, right?
Yeah, agree.
Okay. Yeah. We can see that categories are here, risk description, potential impact, and mitigation strategies. And this is like how many risks we have. For a 20-story building, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and maybe around 15. It's too little, right? Let's see um, what the other two tools are giving us. Copilot, you're going to do the same thing, and the chat GPT. By the way, and many times I do in parallel, like I launch here and check. Okay, let's see. Um, likelihood, impact, risk rating. Yeah, that's nice. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Already 10, not bad. But Gemini gives us more options. Let's see Copilot. Still, you know, still taking its time. As I said, Copilot is not that fast compared to the other two tools. Okay, let's try our best to make them even more. Like here, um, building 23rd table format, um, I would say 30 risks. See if it gives better results or not. Okay, you can see here, I think it's not 30. Maybe we need to 30 numbered risks. I want to give numbers for each column, so I can easily, you can see here, I don't need to I don't need to calculate manually. So you can see here the numbers, and it only gives 19. I think, or it's still processing, I'm not sure. Maybe 19. Okay, the good thing here, you can export to cheats. Same for Copilot, you can export. Here you can download, export to Word, PDF, and text, not Excel. Yeah, so we have these options. With the free version of ChatGPT, we don't have that options. Okay, let's see. For Copilot, it's only 1, 2, 3. It's very small. You can see here the result given by Copilot is not that great compared to the others. Like I said, the advantages and disadvantages of each one is prompt related. You cannot say that this is good for all and this is bad for all. The same here. Let's try to make more risks. If I bring here a numbered 30 risks and see. Perfect. So you can see the difference. If you add some parameters, you can get way better results. And we can also add the results you find here and modify the prompts in another tool. Like go back to Gemini and ask them to add some technological risks, or add this incompatibility with the PIM systems, for instance. And you try to incite them to give you more explanations, and that's things that could work as well. So here is about doing the analysis. I think the key here is to adjust a little bit the prompt, make it a table format, and try to make numbered lists and try to give as many options as possible. Let's move on to the last example for our webinar for the recruitment. You can Did you, Shadi, for instance, have you tried posting a job on LinkedIn last time?
Yeah, we definitely like we are posting regularly like job post in LinkedIn.
How many CVs did you get?
Hundred, maybe thousands of CVs, and most of them irrelevant. I can say.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's hard and headache to like make screening, and like to evaluate it according to your criteria and competences, and get back to them, and interviewing and selection process. So it's kind of a headache process, I can say.
yeah, yeah. Same here. I had that headache process with going through so many CVs, and the fact that thinking about how ChatGPT could help the manner is is something that I truly believe that will save me hundreds, or not hundreds, maybe dozens of hours. And that's what I'm going to try to do. What I have done, for instance, if you have so many CVs, you can merge the CVs. And I can show you here. Um, Let me open a document here. You can see my screen. So I have just merged 5 CVs, random CVs. This is 5 CVs. I even like used non-pro version of the PDF Exchange editor. It works fine with ChatGPT. They don't care whether the file is with stamp or not. So these are 5 CVs. And what we can do here is that you are going to ask Gemini. Um, I'm going to ask Google Drive list all candidates under um, the file 5 CVs. I think the name is not, yeah. Okay, so they bring, these are on Nagma shared your Google Drive. Okay, they, funny, because they detected 4 files with CV and number 5, you know.
Hmm.
Okay, so what we are going to do here is going to update it this way, PDF. Okay, now it detects this file only, and they listed it. Again, if you list it this way, it's not practical. So you need to list it in a table format better. So what I'm going to do, list here, table format, all candidates under this file. Okay, good, right? There is a name, summary, skills, experience. I can ask them to also include additional information, like here as well. Um, I can say include um, graduation year so I can know how much experience they have, um, and university.
Yassine, time is over, but we can extend it another 15 minutes to finish all the topic because it's very interesting, actually, topic. I would like to finish it.
Yeah,
So let's have another more 15 minutes.
yeah, sure. I will try to finish even earlier so I can allow some time for questions. You can see here the name, university, and graduation year, and you can quickly detect that Wissam, for instance, had 3 years of experience since he graduated from 21. Um, so this is a way that I'm using. Sometimes, like we said last time, giving Gemini the document sometimes is not that effective. We are going to try Copilot, but we are going to use another approach. Let's instead of, because in Copilot I cannot give them file, so I'm going to copy all this content. You see, it's how many pages is that? It's 8 pages, and I'm going to ask Copilot list of candidates in the following text, for instance, and list of candidates table format with relevant information in the following text. And here I will copy and paste, and you can see that the limit of Copilot is 8,000 words, I think. So I cannot copy all the text, but I will use the maximum allowance that I have. Let's see the result that I'm going to get. Um, it takes time, but as you can see, it's way much better results than given by Gemini. It gives the first person, now it moves to the second. Hopefully that it completes listing all the participants or the candidates. Then I can go back to Gemini, for instance, and ask them um, to add, already adding university. They can add the experience, the skills, and we can also have such a table. But having this already is going to help you a lot with comparing candidates without even looking to the 8 pages and trying to find relevant information there. You already have a summary of the candidates. Now we have only 5, but imagine if we are going to scale this capability to hundreds of candidates, and then we search based on some criteria. For instance, we can add the prompt only show me the candidates who graduated before 2020, for instance, people that have at least 4 years of experience, and we can do the source criteria and filter the candidates based on the criteria we have. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candidates gives very good information. So I think that's Good result. We ended with this so far. Um, I can show you that I have already had this capability for Copilot Pro as well. I can show you that even the pace of um, generative AI tools is going even more. Um, you can see that here, the Pro version of Copilot, you can edit inside the file, um, and you can do a lot of things inside the file or inside the email, inside the applications. That's a very even inside here the presentations. That's very great. That's all for this
Yeah.
webinar. And over to you, Shadi. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. If
Thank you so
all
much.
questions,
Yassine. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you so much, Yassine, for a great presentation. It's it's a practical actually. We show an example about using different kind of like learning model. So I think it's from one to one is different, and as we discussed, it's all of them. Created to be generic result, and according to our prompt is gonna result be like show and having this result. And there is many like apps and platforms in the market that can be using for more sophisticated let's say use. By the end it's a tool, right? It's a tool that gonna help us to
yeah,
be more productive, to save more time, save more effort, and having better results, and helping us to take like better decision as well. So I think this is gonna be like incredible. And to be honest, we cannot predict what's gonna be in the future. So like we are in 2023 talking about like emerging technologies and many implication of AI in all of the sectors almost. So it's hard to predict what the next is gonna be after like 5 years from now, even maybe 2 3 years from now, what's gonna be like. So I think we need to be ready, and I think we should be optimistic about what's coming in the future. And yeah, we need to be to adapt to it as well. So need to think how we can transform ourselves to be like part of this transformation. It's a huge opportunity as a risk as well for many of job, I can say, but also like, there will gonna be like a huge opportunity also in the market for people. So thank you so much again, Yassine, for sharing all of the
thank you so
information.
much.
And would like also to thank all the people they joining us today and share their thoughts during the session. And yeah, thank you again, and would like to um, see maybe we can like have another like session talking about another topic, maybe BMP like, or something related to construction, maybe
Yeah,
CP.
yeah.
So let's see what we can like plan in the future. Thank you so much, Yassine,
Thank you.
and
Yeah,
thank
sure.
for all.
It's my pleasure to be with you anytime. Just let me know if there is anything that we can do. And yeah, it's my
Definitely.
pleasure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
all.
much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.